So what we have here is an Aircraft Tools Inc. ATI cable swedger. It's part number AT520JK, which I believe is the kit, and it was manufactured back in July 20th of 1962. And 62, I think that was when the Cuban Missile Crisis was going on, and JFK also challenged the country to put a man on the moon in a decade or so, thereabouts. All right, so we got the kit. We have the kit. We have all the dies. These two dies are actually in the rig, which I'm going to show you in a second, except for these three sets, which I don't know what they are, but they're CBs, so I guess it's I don't know what that is. Anyway, so they're all there. We have the switching gauge kit. There's a cap that goes on the end of the air hose. There's the foot actuator, and there is the switching cylinder piston, and it comes with that little stand. Now the rubber on the bottom of it, the foam, is pretty much falling apart. That's what we have, but I don't have any connectors, so I'm just going to use this piece of wood. This is a 1/2 inch diameter wood. I believe there's a 5/32 switching die in there for a straight terminal, and I'm not going to put the cover on top of it so you can see what's going on. And I'm just going to step on the actuator, and I believe there's about 85 psi down on the air hose. I'm not sure. I couldn't find a manual on how to run this, but I think this behaves as it should. So you can see it crushes the snot out of the wood, and I think it would do more of the same to a piece of metal that was the right size. From what I've learned from it, it's supposed to fuse the terminal right to the cable from multiple pinchings. This comes off here. I had to put an O-ring in here. It looks like they tried to run it without the O-ring, and this comes off. Of course, okay, it doesn't have to, it just goes on there finger tight. And so that comes off, and the other piece comes off. I'm a little disappointed they ruined the knurling on that with probably channel locks or something. But other than that, it's a pretty good set. Quite a few of the dies had surface rust on them. I cleaned them up with some naval jelly, phosphoric acid. So it did take the sheen off a lot of them. You can see that. You can see where that one was rusted. But they all fit in there nicely. Like here's a set that looks brand new. You could probably polish them up if you wanted. There's these clip the wires off. This is a single ball on one end, so the cable passes through, and it's a single ball. This is a double, so the cable passes through, and there's a termination on both sides. And then these are the terminals that just crimp flat like. So there it is. I'm going to be offering it on eBay, and I did a search. I couldn't find any, so I thought maybe even if you weren't interested in buying it, you'd be interested in seeing it. So bye.